Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on.
Hey, here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide eight. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. 26.
It's time to pick it up. Let's go for gold.
26.
Hey, big fella, swing on. Just talk. We've been talking about you getting better.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A beautiful fake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott, twisting away. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's coming now. Here you go. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Right. Get it. We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Hang in there now. Trey 15. Trey 15.
Wentz to throw on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now it's Ajayi, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Ajayi, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Run. Trey 15.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deontay Burnett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here you go.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft.
And he can't find a receiver. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down, check, 4 down. Check. Lose 5-7, lose 5-7.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Trade 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this will be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go, go. 120! Watch the slant. Wide, get wide. 48, come on. Tokyo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Let's go. Great. Ram. Please.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. On the right side, he finds Burnett. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Black.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
82.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
Come on now. Let's go. Black.
Again, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wentz to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go. Let's flash them. Stack. Dre 15.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz escaping the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. Flushed out right. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Beasley now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Here we go, 46. Hey, here we go, wide 8.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll toss it to Ajayi. Gets past one man. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. They run again with Ajayi. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Line.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Get him, boy! Get him,
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
You go 46, 46. You go 46, 46.
2nd down, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Prescott. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Let's go, get out, get out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, empty.
They run with Ajayi. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
81.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
82.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shorty.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Down in there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Prescott on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Shorty.
Throwing now is Wentz.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Beasley. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got 4.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.